This is like a 2.5, 3 week block. A lot of training getting in. A lot of the focus is going to be on deadlift, as you can see here. Really focusing on my form, knocking on 6 around. I'm only 550, 560, something like that. Trying to figure the weight out as it goes. Getting a little bit better at recognizing the weight as we go. Again, just working high reps. Here we are, I believe, around 610-ish. Really focusing on just the positioning of the body. Had a little bit of hip thrusting going up initially, so really been trying to focus on keeping those hips down. Here am I hitting the pause with, I believe, around 460. Just trying to keep it nice and easy. Dipping back in the squats again. Don't know why, don't know how, but it's literally becoming my first love in terms of working out, in terms of training. Just moving 450 plus here, a few reps. Moving back up to 5 plus. Here, shout out to everyone at Mana Barbell in the 808. Don't know why. Sweet shirt, I squat. So I do definitely squat a lot. So shout out to everybody there in the 808. Who I believe working, I don't know what that is, about 565, 570, I think, something like that. Just for reps, man. As Arnold gets closer, obviously the training gets a little bit more intense. So we want to make sure that we're focusing on the setup, really focusing on the depth, focusing on quality reps. Here we are, I believe, pausing 450. Here it again, I believe this is around 465. Just repping out 430, I believe is what that is, that we're just trying to rep out. So many times as possible, and we fail. Shout out to Tony Cliff and everybody in the UK for the challenge. Well, we get right back into the squat session again, focusing on just getting a nice decent warm up because we got a nice heavy load coming up. We're at around 495, maybe a little bit of 5 plus, not really sure. Working the gradual depth squats on this one. This new thing I've been experimenting with over the last couple of months, and of course, guy kind of pisses me off walking in front of the shot when he literally saw me setting up, whatever. Anyways, we're back in this thing, hitting around 560. Just, again, focusing on moving that weight. The depth comes, but we have to be moving that weight. And I'm pretty sure this is 590. Hitting that 590, I believe this is after a travel day. So again, I'm always happy when I come in on Mondays and really murder in those squats, man, just because usually I'm dead dog tired, so it's a gut check. So whenever you can get a couple of really good reps for gut check, it's always good to go. We are just repping out 405 for a couple in the midst of the warm-up, and I'm pretty sure we're hitting a pause of, 440? And then we move into 485. Kind of lose my balance on that and kind of bounced a little bit. So as a result, kind of shot myself in the foot, but kind of recovered a little bit. We hop right back into the 405 area. Again, goal here was just really trying to get some quality reps. This is an AMRAP, I believe. So just try to get as many reps as I could without burning out. I thought I only had 4. I was informed later that I had 6, so I was pretty excited about that. Again, back in the game, kind of reviewing that thing one more time. Biggest thing that the focus is going to be when doing these AMRAPs is really getting that breath. So that was really cool for that one. Here I'm just working some controlled depth, trying to increase the speed with each rep. Shout out to Nike and everybody that with that Volt theme, love it. moving back in. I believe this is round 510, something like that, 510, 520. And just trying to move the weight as much as possible. We are back in the game. I believe we're sitting around 560, 570, and just trying to get some quality reps with this. Really just trying to guess this weight on the fly. So if I'm incorrect, feel free to correct me. Hitting 590, I think that was 590 to 6, something like that, and pretty excited with that. These have become some of my favorites, man. Moving those front squats. I had been doing the Olympic grip for a while, but my range of motion just sucks. Biceps and triceps just don't have that range of motion, so I had to go back to the old Genie grip with it, and it actually helps a lot. I can almost keep it centered over my body a lot more than I had in the past. Here I'm just trying to, after a long workout, just trying to hit some AMRAP with 405. My goal was to hit 2. After I hit 2, I was like, heck yeah, let's just keep on going. And I was able to knock out that 3rd, hoping, praying for that 4th. Did we get it? Thank Jesus we did. And I was like, I'm done after that. Get that off me, baby. Dying. I'm kind of dying a little bit. Back into the deadlift game. Pulling, I believe this is 595. It's really hard. These were the slickest bars I've ever made an attempt to try to grip or even wrap on. They were just really nuts. So we definitely had to pull out the straps on these bad boys. They had the paint over the knurl, so it was really weird, man. But we were able to get some pretty good reps in, man, while we were in Orlando. Again, just the travel and being able to get training in is just always crazy. I was able to visit my good friends, my family, Eric and Kelsey. There at Sarasota Barbell, was able to make a couple-hour trip down to Sarasota to get some good training in, and it was pretty dope. Again, shout out to everybody at Man of Barbell, man. The shirt's dope, so I mean, I'm rocking as much as possible. Shout out to everybody at SBD, and of course, everybody at Caffeine and Kilos, Danny and Charlie, and everybody and those boys, man. They really hold me down. I mean, Dean, you guys are the dopest. Here we are, just, it was pretty cool working that 5+ because we were actually using a 60-pound bar. And I was later informed after I got finished doing all the work that, that's 60 pounds, son. So I was like, all right, well, great. We gotta do some PRs, I guess. Front squatting, back squatting, hitting these pause squats, man. Shout out to Matt Gary for introducing me to the pause squat. Matt's like, if it ain't a 3 count, baby, you're not pausing right. So I try to make sure that I do Matt proud, and everybody at SSPT. I try to make sure I do those guys proud. I was able to go up to Tampa and get some training in there in Tampa. There you see Dr. Lane Norton himself giving me the lift off. I was able to get a good session in with him. And I'm telling you right now, man, the guy's a champion for a reason. He's a hard worker. That being said, I tried to make sure that I got my hard work in. Here we are with the 455 pause. Man, I was hurting, but I was able to get a little bit of work in while I was there. Here I believe with a 405, just some real controlled movements here. This wasn't necessarily an AMRAP, but this was me trying to make sure that I got at least 4 reps, 5 reps. And then after that, man, it was just kind of a gut check. Thank God Lane was there. A couple times you might see her a little bit later. He literally has to come in and save my life when I was doing some 315 work. The guy's he's the most intense dude. Awesome form. You can see he has a really good job about really, he drops into his method. He really makes sure that he keeps his body tight. You will not see any flaw in his technique. And this guy literally did 7, 8 freaking sets while we were there. You can see that he has identical reps every single time. And that's something I tell a lot of people, man. You got to make sure you try to get an identical rep. If you're trying to get better results, you can't have a lot of variation in terms of your reps. And you can see that Lane really does a very good job about keeping the identical rep, the same stroke, regardless of the tension. So it's always a good time. Here I just try to focus on my setup. Again, the biggest thing that that I try to show people is that your setup and your control definitely need to be on the same level. So you're going to see a repeat of some of these videos to make sure that you're understanding that I really try to focus on that sub to make sure that everything stays along the same lines. So we are back in Orlando, and really just trying to focus on the stroke. I literally had about 25 minutes to try to get a good, decent deadlift session in, man. So I try to get it done as quickly as possible. So again, focusing on dropping that butt, not letting those hips drive up as quick. So I'm dang near doing a stiff-legged deadlift there. So I want to make sure that I'm sitting back into a little bit and really make sure that bar path is close to my body and not flaying away from me, and let my hips get out of the way and my shoulders go forward. I'm pretty sure we're, I think this is 6+, I'm not sure, but really focused on hitting a decent pull on those 6+, man. We are at like 6:45, I believe. I think it's for a double, and I try to do exactly the same thing as far as really letting my standing up with the weight rather than trying to pull the weight. Hips kind of got away from me there. We got to make sure that we're doing better as far as the reps go with these. Here we are, just making sure we get some decent form in. Second rep for me, for some reason, my second rep is always better than my first. And of course, working on the grip at the end. I believe this is our final few reps, man. Just focus on those three, just making sure that we get some good work in, working on some speed. Again, this dude is an animal, so make sure you follow him if you don't already. I'm sure you do. Just, dude, Dr. Lane Norton is a beast with it, man. Again, talking about this day, he literally was going back and forth from bench and squat. Here he is. I believe that's 565, 570, and the dude is just a very.
There we go.
He has a very narrow stance. He's a taller lifter, and just his form is ridiculous.
Good.
He stands up with it. Again, the biggest thing you want to notice with Lane is that his drive never stops. His grind never stops, regardless of the weight. He'll tell you straight up, regardless of how heavy it feels, he's going to get it done. And that's an attitude that a lot of lifters do not take. So it's no wonder why the guy's a champion. Here I'm just working on my lockout, a problem that I've been having. So I really tried to work on making sure that lockout was something that I focused on, and of course just really driving through, working on the symmetry in terms of my left and right as far as my drive phase with my bench. So I do a lot of incline with that. I'm here with just hitting chest a little bit. Never hurts to sculpt it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So we work a little chest, kind of twisting and peeking at the top. It's a lot of these serve as cardio and a little bit of fatigue in between sets, so it kind of helps in terms of the conditioning that I try to make sure that I give my chest, as far as like really trying to perfect and peak this bench. And of course, we're gonna bounce right back to it. And the video cuts off, but this is me literally just doing long pauses with 315, and just really trying to stay controlled and focusing on keeping those feet planted and driving up on it. And then at some point, I try to get that negative on this last one. And I just run out of juice, man. And you'll see me look over like, all right, get that negative. You'll see me bring it out of the chest. And I'm going to look over like, yo, I'm done. I'm cashed. Lane comes and saves me. This is me just trying to get it in, man. This is one of my last sets of tries, man, and I'm cashed out, but just trying to get it in. You see your boy in the red and black SPD'd out, obviously J'd up. That's kind of my trademark at this point in life. And of course, you see the Captain Kilos going hamburger for me. And just trying to rep out as many of these 300 pounds, and I was done. And of course, no, I don't know why this is it here, but I try to have a lot of fun, man, when I'm training. If you're not having fun doing this, you're really you shouldn't be doing it. It should be a lot of fun, and of course, giving my cameraman or camerawoman, whomever it is, a lot of grief, because they're giving me grief, and of course, I'm just being a goofball. I'm a goofball. We know about that Beyonce what. Anyways, just having a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun that late afternoon, evening session there in Tampa. So there's a lot of synergy going on in between Lane and myself. So we just we got it in. It was an awesome workout. And again, I'm still talking trash. I can't quit talking trash. I just cannot quit talking trash. Again, just kind of going back to some pause pulls that I've been working a little bit. Really excited about these. These are something that I've really been trying to get back into the regimen, man. Super stoked about those. And then, of course, going right back into the pulls, man. I think that's like 16, something like that. Anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, subscribe, like, share. Welcome to comments. God bless.